Hey, Velasquez, Nakshatras are something to seriously pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even gonna lie. I like astrology, but I really don't take it as serious as as I probably should take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like astrology. You feel me? It's just something that I'm enthused about. I drop videos every now and then, but I'm not really, you know, doing 10,000 push-ups a day and reading the fucking Brihat Parashara or Shastra or whatever, trying to be the greatest astrologer nigger to ever grace the face of the cosmos or whatever, right? Like, I like astrology, you feel me? I like it. You know what I'm saying? It's a hobby of mine, it's an interest of mine. But when it comes to the nakshatras, this is some real subtle shit. This is a real subtle science of its own. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't necessarily describe how powerful and subtle the information of the nakshatras, which I don't even necessarily have it in entirety. I don't even think I have a percentage of what the nakshatras really mean, or you feel me, the influence that they really cast or whatever. I'm just starting to see certain shit that's leading me to understand, like, you feel me, it's really some shit to this, for lack of a better phrase or whatnot, right? Uh, it's really fucking profound to me, because it's like, okay, so you have a Ashwini Nakshatra, right? So in the scriptures, in the Mahabharata, the different texts or whatever that you want to read from the Indian niggas, Ashwini or Sahadeva, one of the Ashwin twins or whatnot, he's known as pretty much being this great astrologer. He had divine perception. The divine perception was passed down to him from his father Pandu and whatnot. And he was able to see, know the events of the past, know the events of the future. And he knew the entirety of the Mahabharata and what was going to take place, the Great War and all that, before it actually happened. This is all coming from Sahadeva, one of the twin Ashwinis or whatever, right? Son of the Ashwini gods themselves. But Ashwini Nakshatra, you know what I'm saying? Just my own experience having this nakshatra as my moon or whatnot, like, I've actually, like, in my actual real fucking life from a young age, right? I've actually seen a major portion of the events of my life, like, in a vision. I'm saying at a really young age or whatever, right? And this is before I knew anything about Indian niggas, anything before I knew anything about fucking Goop Scoop or you know what I'm saying, anything about a kundali, an astrology, a chakra, or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying. This actually happened to me at a very fucking young age or whatever, and it's just interesting that I were to have this moon sign and this self same correlation would be attached to the gods of that moon sign or whatever, right? Not only that, Sahadeva, you know what I'm saying, the son of the Ashwini god or whatever, was also known to be exceptionally wise and the greatest astrologer of his time or whatnot, right? And lo and behold, I just happened to be in astrology. And I also know niggas with Ashwini moons as well who are into astrology too. Not to say that everybody with this motherfucking moon sign is going to do astrology. Of course, that's a fallacy, but it's just interesting to see when the moon is in this particular mansion, certain significations that'll be highlighted or whatever, right? And that's just me speaking from my own life experience, from knowing it within my own person and my own astrology or whatnot, right? And not even just this one nakshatra, but you could take it to Jeshta, right? The lord of Jeshta is Indra, right? Indra is the king of the devas or whatnot. So you could even take it to people like fucking Mike Tyson, one of the kings of boxing, if you want to call it. Terrence Crawford, champion, the king of boxing, one of the kings of boxing or whatnot, right? Fucking Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying? Is the president of the United fucking States of America, you know what I'm saying? And, people who have this Jace the Moon placement, you know, many different famous celebrities or many different people who have this Jace the Moon placement carrying the position of reaching the top reigns of a particular thing, fashion, aspect of life, whatever you want to call it or whatnot, right? It's not a coincidence. I don't think it is, at least at all. Uh, and it can be found through all of the nakshatras. If you ask me, I really think the nakshatras are like a programming intelligence of its own sort. Uh, you know, I would say far beyond the scope of what we can conceptualize as an AI or anything like that. But that's all that I can attribute to it with my limited intelligence or whatnot. Like I really feel this shit is far greater and far beyond the perception of your average nigger astrologer, in 2026 or whatever you want to call it, right? But just a quick note that I wanted to drop, you know. If you have any notes or anything that you can add about your moon sign and the god of your moon sign, certain correlations that you might have observed off of that, you definitely can feel free to do the shit in the comments. Velocity.